We've seen the shirts. We've heard the slogans. Pay us what you owe us. The players are fighting for a new collective bargaining agreement, demanding better salaries, better travel, and a bigger slice of the pie. And they absolutely deserve to get paid. But there is a very uncomfortable truth that nobody in the WNBA wants to say out loud. Those shirts shouldn't say, "Pay us what you owe us." They should say, "Pay us what you owe her."
The "Pay us what you owe us" shirts could say "Pay us what you owe her," because no one would be in a position to negotiate the way that the players are negotiating right now.
Because let's be real, the only reason there is a pie to even fight over right now is because Caitlin Clark baked it. The TV deals, the private jets, the expansion teams, it all traces back to one rookie from Iowa. And as we head into her second season, it is time the league stops pretending otherwise and starts protecting the golden goose. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about the reality of the WNBA economy and Caitlin Clark's undeniable impact on it. It was recently Caitlin's birthday, and while it was nice to see the league and her teammates show her some love, it also sparked a conversation about her true value. We are going to break down why the upcoming CBA negotiations are actually just the Caitlin Clark negotiations.
A transformative CBA is even on the table is because of Caitlin.
And why the schedule release proves she is still the center of the universe. But first, if you appreciate real talk about women's basketball without the agendas, do me a huge favor. Smack that subscribe button, ring the bell, and drop a like on the video. Over 90% of you watch without subscribing, and it helps the channel massively. Alright, let's talk about the Caitlin economy. So, Caitlin turned 23 this week. Happy birthday to the face of the league. And interestingly, we saw a lot of love come her way from places that haven't always been the loudest in supporting her.
The WNBA was posting about Caitlin Clark or not. They did post this message today, the social media account, "Happy birthday."
The WNBA official account posted her, which shouldn't be news, but with how weirdly they've treated her marketing-wise, it kind of is news. But the most important thing I saw wasn't from the league office. It was from her teammates. We heard all year about jealousy in the locker room. We heard the narratives that her teammates resented the attention.
Here's Aaliyah Boston. "My sister, happy birthday, queen. I love you so much. Have the best day ever," wrote Aaliyah. Back-to-back drafts. And on talent alone, that would be a hell of a foundation. But the fact that they have a bond adds to it.
But look at Aaliyah Boston's post. Look at Kelsey Mitchell's post. "Happy birthday, queen. Love you so much."
Often, More Life 22, keep going up, kid. Heart, hands, Kelsey Mitchell there. And there's the Fever Trio. Kelsey Mitchell also said something as well. And despite any online narratives, these two tend to show and have shown each other love.
This destroys that toxic narrative. The Fever Trio of Clark, Boston, and Mitchell isn't just good on paper. They are building a genuine bond. And that is terrifying for the rest of the league. You have Aaliyah Boston, who looks leaner and faster than ever, pairing up with Caitlin Clark, who now has a full offseason of rest and NBA-level training. The chemistry we saw flashes of last year, that was them figuring it out on the fly. Now they are friends. They are locked in. And if the league thought Caitlin was dangerous when she was exhausted and learning the system, wait until you see her comfortable and supported by a locker room that has her back. But let's pivot to the big story, the money. Right now, the WNBA players and the league are heading toward a potential lockout if they don't agree on a new CBA. The players want more money, and they should get it. The league is growing, but we have to be honest about why it's growing.
Her impact on the sport, it's not as if it hasn't been said. Everything that's happened to this point, she's at the center of.
Robin Lundberg made the point that without Caitlin Clark, nobody is in a position to negotiate anything. The reason the new media rights deal is worth $2.2 billion isn't because of the growth of the game over the last 20 years. It's because television executives looked at the ratings for the Iowa Hawkeyes, then looked at the ratings for the Indiana Fever and said, "We need to be in the Caitlin Clark business. She is the catalyst. She is the gasoline on the fire." When players wear shirts saying, "Pay us," they are indirectly saying, "Thank you, Caitlin," because without the eyeballs she brought, ratings that beat NBA playoff games, attendance that moved games to NBA arenas, the leverage simply doesn't exist. Caitlin Clark is the rising tide lifting every single boat. And it's frustrating when you see people in the media try to credit the collective without acknowledging the singular force that changed the math. Yes, the legends built the foundation, but Caitlin Clark built the skyscraper on top of it. And if you need more proof, just look at the schedule and the storylines for next season. The WNBA released the schedule, and it's strategic. They know they need to keep the momentum going. And what is the common denominator in every major storyline? You want to talk about the rivalry with Angel Reese? That's a huge draw. Why? Because it's Caitlin Clark's rival. You want to talk about the upcoming draft with Paige Buchers potentially coming into the league? That's going to be massive. Why? Because we want to see her play Caitlin Clark. It doesn't matter who is on the other side of the court. Caitlin is the sun in the solar system. The other stars shine brighter because they are in her orbit. When the Indiana Fever come to town, ticket prices triple. When the Fever are on TV, viewership records shatter. She essentially turns 40 regular season games into 40 Super Bowls. That is a level of pressure and impact that we haven't seen since prime Michael Jordan or Tiger Woods. So when we look at this upcoming season, don't let the parity talk fool you. The league runs through Indiana. The bottom line is this: we are witnessing greatness in real time. We are witnessing a single player change the entire economic structure of a professional sports league in less than 24 months. So as the CBA negotiations get heated, and as the new season approaches, keep one thing in mind. The WNBA is in the best position it has ever been in. But it's not because of a marketing campaign, and it's not because of a movement. It's because of a point guard from Iowa who shoots from the logo. The league needs to protect her, the media needs to respect her, and the fans, well, we just need to enjoy the show because year 2 is going to be special. But I want to hear from you. Do you agree that Caitlin is the main reason the players have leverage right now? Or do you think the league would be growing this fast without her? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and turn on notifications. We are covering the Fever all season long, and you don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.